Hello and welcome back to another video in the Build the Back to the Future Delorean series from TrekMate. This is issue 21, so let's crack on with no further ado. Let's have a quick look at the magazine. I haven't had time to flick through this one yet. I did flick through number 20 before recording and read a little bit, but looking forward to it. So here's what we're doing. I've never even read what we're actually building on this part of the engine. These are, it just says engine, so cylinder heads and whatnot. Okay, so that's what we're building. Production diary, so I'm assuming this is going to be a lot of post-production now, because the last issue was the last week of filming. And wait, is that, oh, this is a very thin one. We're missing two pages. Okay, so we're missing, normally you have 2 features in this magazine, but only 1 on this issue. And then an episode, and a piece talking about the episode of the Honeymooners that was featured in Back to the Future. Okay, so that's a very quick look at the magazine. Let's get cracking with the build. Okay, so place the right cylinder head cover onto the right side of the engine top. Okay, so looking at that picture, this is the side that they want. And looking at that picture also, that seems like the right side that they want us to do. And it looks like it wants to be that way up because of those 2 grooves. Okay, so it wants that in there. And it wants 2 FP screws. Okay, so FP screw number 1. Okie dokie. Wondering if this is going to be another case of having to get their screwdriver to actually do it, because mine might want to do it at a bit of a weird angle. We'll soon see. We'll soon see. Okay, seems like it's working. Anyway, so we go. Let's try the other one just in case. Yeah, I think I can just get a little bit tighter in on that section with this one, just because I struggle to go around that a teeny bit. I think has that got any give? That has got a little bit of give. Okay, let's undo that, and because I feel like I've rounded that a bit already, so not a good start. Not a good start. Okay, let's get that out and get a new screw in there before I round it too much. Okay, I managed to get that in nice and tight with a new screw. I should have done it with this one in the first place, just because my screwdriver's that little bit more bulkier, means that I just couldn't get quite as tight as what I needed to. So saying that, my screwdriver probably would have been fine on this particular screw, but it's the other one getting around that bit. So there you go. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, next piece. So we're going to want 2 AP screws. Let's get them over. And we are placing part 21C over the holes at the front of 21B. So that looks like that part to me. And so that is going to be here. If we turn it around that way, there's 2 little holes. Yes, there's 2 little holes. And it wants it that way around. Okie dokie. So 2 AP screws. Let's get them in there. okey. I know everyone always talks about like what my favourite film is. What's your favourite soundtrack out of all three? Because obviously they've all got very different feels. Because on number one, you've got loads of 50s music mixed in with like Huey Lewis stuff, Power of Love, Back in Time for the credits. Then obviously you've got the orchestral score. Then Back to the Future 2 obviously still has Earth Angel and a bit of the 50s stuff, but is just I don't know. It just feels like it's got like more score stuff than number one did. Don't know if that's just me. But then I love number three's soundtrack. I love the Western part of the soundtrack. Okay, that wants to be facing this way, I think. Oh yeah, it's got a little nodule in there so that we know what way it wants to face. Okay, so let's balance that upside down. Get an AP screw. Let's get that on first. Yeah, I absolutely adore Back to the Future 3 soundtrack. Let's turn that around so it's facing the right way so you can see it as well. I've got to be careful, there's a little bit on the side there, like the bit that I broke off last week from one of them, so I'm not doing very well on that. That's being very clumsy. Okay, let's get that in there. I'm being very clumsy. Fucking hell, I didn't do very well there. Okay, let's try and hold it instead. Okay, so it wants it that way round. That way round. Okay. Okay, I think that's worked. There we go. Let's get this bloody thing. Okay, I'm just going to do this off camera. 2 seconds. Okay, that's all tightened up. So, moving on. Okay, so now we want this piece that way around by the looks of it. Yep. An AP screw, or is that 2 AP screws? Looks like 1. Yep, 1. And this piece. Okie dokie. So that is going to be sitting inside there. So that doesn't go tight in then, no. Feels like it should. Okay. Okay, so let's get this on. Another tight bit, so I'm going to use the screwdriver that they provided rather than my own. Oh, blimey, it's dark in there. Okay. And that's going. Yeah, that's held on tight. That's nice and tight. Okie dokie. I'm trying to do a teeny bit more just in case. And that's as much as it's going to go. Okay. So, then we've got this thing. Which way round is this meant to go? Oh, no idea. Okay, is this the right piece? No, that looks like it's got a hole. Okay, so it's wanting this piece. Okay, and then 2 AP screws again. Okie dokie, and that is going to be going in like that, I assume. Yep, like that. Okay, let's get that. Let's get that going. So I know I just spoke about it in the last video, so I only mentioned it very briefly. Remember, June, what am I fucking talking about? August 19th, TrekMateEvents.com, book your tickets now, £12.50 for adults, £6.50 for children, free for under fives to come and see the Hill Valley Preservation Society. The Back to the Future Delorean is going to be there, Paul Olsen, as well as many other people from other franchises like Star Trek, Star Wars, and writers of other familiar series that you've all come to love. So, Kings Langley, Hertfordshire, TrekMateEvents.com, come and check it out. And also, if you haven't sorted out your subscription yet, head on over to the link in the description below that will take you directly to the Eaglemoss website where you can pick up your subscription. Okay, so that looks tight. It's tight on both sides. Okie dokie. So now it wants us to... Oh, I've got to do the other bit. Okay. This one... I hope I've done this right. I really hope I've put the right one in on each one. Saying that, I think they both... No, actually, they both look identical. They both look identical. Now I look at it more, they both look the same. Okay, so I think it's going to go this way around again. So let's get another couple of AP screws. There's one, and there's two. Okie dokie, so let's crack these in. Okie dokie. I missed it. I missed it. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's... Oh, it's gonna be fiddly. These tiny bits, they are not made for my sausage fingers. Okay, now this is where it gets to the point of the video where I go, okay, how many times do I try before I hit pause and do it off screen so I don't look like an absolute idiot? But luckily that time it went. Okay, and number 2. There we go. That is nice and tight. Got loads of bloody crap on the book now. Okay, never mind. Take the AC compressor rear from step 5 and place the bracket over the rear of the left cylinder head cover and secure the top AP screw. Okay, so that means nothing to me. I'm just figuring this out in my head. Okay, it means it wants it on this piece. Okay, so it wants that there, is it? No? Wait, is this what they're talking about? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Okay, there's 2 either side. Okay, I think it wants it this side. Okay, I think it wants it this side. I think it wants me to put this part facing this way, maybe? No. Ah, okay. This part facing this way. I think that's what it's asking for. Yeah, that's what it's asking for. Okay, that's what it wants. Okay, so 2 AP screws. Oh, the AP screws are earning their money today. Absolutely. Okay, so let's do the top one first. Hell, why not? There's probably a reason why not, and I'm just doing it the wrong way around. Okay. So let's get that in. Bloody thing. Guys, let me know in the comments below just whether you guys find fiddly bits as bloody fiddly as what I do. Because I would like to know that I'm not on my own. Okay, we're getting close to the point where I say, okay, I'm going to cut here for a minute. Yeah, we're going to cut here for a second, just whilst I get this in, guys. Okay, so that's all done. That's all on now. Okay, so let's get the next piece on. Another couple of AP screws. And where'd that bit go? There it is. Okay. So I'm assuming... Okay, it's this way around again, so that cylinder goes through there. That is going to be holding on either side. I'm going to do it the same way as what I did this one, so I'll do the side one first. I think I might need to quickly push this first bit, because what I found is the hole on the other one, I don't know if you guys found the same thing, is not quite 100% round, so it just needed that little bit of initial first pushing through. That was what was causing it to be fiddly for us. So I will just, there you go. Just needed that first bit of push through. Okay, so let's put that back on there and get that in there. Should that be flush? Because that doesn't look very flush to me. Have I done that right? Okay, well it's facing, that's facing the same way as that picture. But it's not flush, is it? It's not flush with each other. We might be going to put a screw in it in a minute. So we'll soon see. Okie dokie, let's get the other screw in. Also, by the time that I get this screw in, I'll probably straighten it up a little bit. Okie dokie. Okay, that's in, that's tight. Got a little bit of a gap there. Doesn't seem to be that same gap in these videos, in the pictures rather, but as I said, there's probably going to be a point in a second where I'm about to screw it together. Is there? No. Okay. Okay, so I don't screw it together. Okay, well in that case, there's a little bit of a gap. Maybe it's meant to have a gap and they just didn't illustrate it very well as having a gap. Does your one have a gap, guys? I don't want to force it into position because that just looks awkward then. I'll leave it as is for now. It's good enough for me. Even though the picture doesn't show it with a gap. We'll soon see. See what happens. Okay, now that bothers me. It doesn't have a gap there at all. Okay. Okay, that does bother me slightly. Have I maybe put this on the wrong side of something? Okay, what could I have done wrong? What could I have done wrong? Have I done this the wrong way around? Because that does go inside there. So if that was on the other way around, it wouldn't fit, would it? Have I attached this one the wrong way round? I'm going to give it a quick go and then I'll start recording again. And the answer is yes. I put it on the wrong way round. So that's a good thing to know and point out, just in case anybody else ever does it. I had that one the wrong way round, so that's now looking nice and tight. Okay, next part. Okay, so place the assembly onto the left side of the engine as shown. Okay, So it wants this over here and on the back. Okay, I'll just get the screws. Okay, so let's get that in. So it's going to want them about there. I'll just do this on because of the same issue we had on the other side. I always feel so cautious after breaking off that tiny little flexible piece on last week's issue. I don't want to do the same on this week's. It feels like it's already started. Let's get a bigger head on it. Let's get the other one started and then I'll tighten that up. Oh, don't want to do the same mistake again. The one that came with the magazine for this one. Just going to tighten this up. Okay, so that's all tight. So now it wants us to sit this inside there. So this is going to be on that side, that's going to be on this side. So it's going to sit nicely inside there like that. And it wants 2 DM screws going inside those pieces. There's 2 holes just in there, so I'm definitely going to need the screwdriver that they provided for that. So the DM screws, let's get them in there. Now I'm going to stand up for this bit because this looks like it's going to be pretty awkward. Like it feels like it's going pretty well. Let's get a bit tighter. Let's get the second one in. Though what I have noticed something is I think I've actually lost one of my pieces, because on the next little picture it tells you that you're meant to put a hose, a little pipe on, and I for the life of me cannot find a pipe that was included in the bag. Checks on the table, checks on the floors, checks bloody everywhere. And I for the life of me cannot find anything. Okay, I think this one's going in. Certainly feels that way. Don't know if maybe at some point. Unless maybe is it talking about the pipe that I glued on last week? It might be, actually. Yes, it is. Oh, I thought I'd lost a bit of pipe. It's on about this one. Okay. Let's just see if I can tighten that anymore before I move on. Because there is no going back from this. This baby is not getting taken apart ever again in its lifetime. That's the last time I'm seeing its undercarriage. Okay, so now it wants me to take this pipe and place it on top of here. Stop that coming off. I might just put on a teeny dab of super glue just to hold it nice and tight. Doesn't need much. Doesn't need much. Just a touch. Okay, now this is where sausage fingers really fucks everything up. Let's... Oh no! Okie dokie. I'll tell you what. Let's get some tweezers in there. Because that'll be why they provided. Look at that! Oh, you beauty. Anyone would have thought I'd done this before. Excellent. So the tweezers are going to need to start getting used. Obviously, these aren't the ones that came with the set, but they came with my screwdriver. Still, never mind. So that is that part done. And that feels absolutely secure. So there you go. That engine's looking pretty beautiful, actually, isn't it? I'm happy with that. Excellent. So that is it for this issue, guys. Remember, click on the link below if you want to get your subscription, and leave us a comment, a like, and a subscribe. Always appreciated. And I'll be seeing you in the next issue very, very soon. So catch you soon, guys.